Breaking news from the Middle East: explosions have rocked Iran overnight as Israel launches a daring strike on suspected nuclear facilities and top military leadership. The world is holding its breath. What exactly just happened? Who was targeted? And maybe most importantly, what's coming next? Alright, let me break it down. Last night, while most of us were sleeping, Israeli fighter jets and long-range missiles zeroed in on two of Iran's most secretive nuclear sites, Natanz and Fordow. If you've followed the headlines, you know these places are basically ground zero for Iran's nuclear ambitions. This isn't the first time they've come up in the news, but tonight's hits were on another level. And it didn't stop there. According to reports, Israeli intelligence also targeted high-ranking generals from Iran's Revolutionary Guard, near Tehran itself. That's like sending a message straight to the top. Iranian state media is already calling this an act of war. Israel, silent, at least officially. So, why now? Tensions between Israel and Iran have been building for years, but sources are saying this latest escalation was triggered by some pretty alarming intelligence. Iran might have been just weeks, maybe even days, away from breaking out with a nuclear weapon. Earlier this month, the International Atomic Energy Agency were reportedly blocked from several key sites that sent alarm bells ringing, not just in Jerusalem but in Washington too. Israeli leaders have always said they'd act if Iran crossed a red line. Looks like, in their eyes, that line just got crossed. And now, Iran's response has been, well, exactly what you'd expect. Within hours, Iranian leaders went on national TV, vowing severe retaliation. Air defense systems lit up the sky over Tehran, and military bases all over the region, Lebanon, Iraq, the Strait of Hormuz, are now on full alert. Iran's proxies, think Hezbollah in Lebanon, the Houthis in Yemen, and militias in Iraq, are already on the move. The Iranian foreign minister said, "This is not the end. It's just the beginning." That's not the kind of language you want to hear right now. Meanwhile, the rest of the world is bracing for the fallout. The UN Security Council's scrambled for emergency meetings. The US has moved two carrier groups closer to the region just in case, and oil prices. They've spiked nearly 10% overnight, sending shockwaves through global markets. Some experts are warning this could spiral into a much bigger conflict, dragging in Syria, Iraq, Gulf states, and maybe even the US. Maps of the Middle East right now look like a chain reaction ready to explode. So, what's next? Israel's prepping for missile retaliation. The Iron Dome missile defense is on full alert. Bomb shelters are opening up across Israeli cities on both sides. Civilians are bracing for whatever comes next, hoping for peace, but preparing for the worst. This is one of those moments that could change the Middle East for years, maybe decades to come. Stay tuned, this story is moving fast. Hit that subscribe button for the latest updates as they happen. And if you want more deep dives like this, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.